Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, Bahashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus a so-called black man. Excuse me. And as you can see, from the clip or from the image that's being shown, we're going to get into this video. First, let me say, this is for educational purposes only. Once again, this is for educational purposes only. No monetary value. This will not be used to make money off of. This is just for educational purposes only, okay? Now, with that being said, from the image that you can see, is of this firearm instructor who gets pulled over on his way from transporting his firearms from one vehicle to the other. And in the process of doing that, he gets pulled over because why? The vehicle that he's using to transport these loaded firearms is not registered, or the registration has failed to, be renewed, okay? So that allows the police to pull him over. And to their surprise, they come up on him and, he's heavily armed. One in the chamber, all of his firearms are loaded, and, he handles himself accordingly, okay? And that's what we want to talk about today. A soft answer turns away wrath, okay? Now here it is, you got this Jake right here who presumably is in the world, carrying all these sorts of firearms on him, but yet is still able to turn away that wrath, okay? Although his registration isn't renewed or up to par, and he's transporting a car full of loaded firearms, he's still able to de-escalate the situation by using a soft answer, which is what? Complying to what the officer says, okay? Now let's get that in Proverbs 15 and verse 1. It says, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger, okay? So you can easily, turn away wrath just by using soft answers, okay? You don't always have to be in the mindset of a defense, the police is after me. No, you have to use discernment, okay? You have to know how to, use your words, okay? It says what? Your mouth, let's get that. Give me 1 second while I pull that up. That's a good precept. Excuse me, Salakia. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 28 and verse 12. It says, if thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit on it, it shall be quenched. And both these come out of thy mouth. So you have to know, you can use your mouth. It can escalate a situation, or you can use your mouth and it can de-escalate the situation, okay? Why am I bringing this up? Okay, because we're going to have to know how to move in these times that's coming, okay? And having a mouth, that is able to ignite the spark can get you caught up, okay? Sometimes you just have to know when to fold them and know when to hold them, okay? Sometimes you hold your words, or if you speak in such a manner where you don't come off as threatening, okay? Because you never know, all right? And like this guy right here that we're going to play, his registration was expired. He could have easily went to jail, okay? But what happened? The officers, they just let him go about his business. Why? Because he was very compliant, and, he didn't pose a threat. His words were, on point, okay? He didn't come with that sovereign spirit like, I got rights, I'm a licensed fire. No, he understood, first of all, that he was in the wrong because why? the car that he's using, the registration had expired, okay? So he was just using it to transport all his firearms. And, the officers, for the most part, you had a Jake, he was pretty much cool. And the other officers, they followed pursuit, okay? So let's read that again in Ecclesiasticus chapter 28 and verse 13. Salakia, verse 12. It says, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 28 and verse 12. It says, if thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched. And both these come out of thy mouth. Right. So understanding how to use your mouth, it goes a long way. Okay. You can escalate the situation or you can de-escalate the situation. Okay. It's up to you. All right. Because although you may feel like you have rights under this rulership, you have to remember where you at, man. You in the place of your captivity. All right. Esau, Edom don't need much, okay? So just go about and move about in your everyday, your every walk of life accordingly, man. Not only dealing with the police or officers of the law, but just in general, okay? Because you don't know how that's going to come in hand during Jacob's trouble, okay? So just keep everything that you getting right here prior to Jacob's trouble taking its place in its fullness, use everything that we getting, okay? All this is putting us in training and getting us ready for Jacob's trouble, man, okay? We're gonna have to be able to use spiritual discernment, all right? Now, like I said, this is a Jake that's presumably in the world, and he was able to get out of this jam just by, using a soft answer, okay? So let's let the clip play without any further waiting.
Hello, sir.
How you doing?
Officer Gulak, Baltimore Police Department. The reason I stopped you is because...
Listen, I'm a supervisor for a transport company. Obviously, I'm armed. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
I just gave you my permit and everything. Tags are completely expired. I'm a supervisor for a tow truck company. I'm dropping it off so they can take it to the body shop. You see it's fucked up. Right around the corner. I got some more firearms.
Now you see the cops on, they don't owe him no explanation. He's already, he's already behind the proverbial 8 ball. Okay, he's rotted, as chameleon would say. He's rotting dirty with an expired tag. Okay, now on top of that, he's got a car full of loaded firearms. Okay. So that's already gonna put the officer of the law on edge. But you seeing how he's conducting himself. He's using these soft answers, okay? He's giving them exactly what they asked for. He's compliant, all right? So let's let the video play.
Back, but I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Okay. All right, so let's see. Permit, all right. So you're from Florida?
All right,
I'm from New York.
New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got a business here.
You got a business here?
Yeah.
So is that your...
So
okay.
I just travel back and forth.
Okay. So is that your current address right there?
Yeah.
Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
You know, when I saw you, I slowed down, right? Then I said, fuck. You saw that, and then I'm like, he got me now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's all right.
I try to get it.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
You see it for yourself. You see what's on his sternum, on his chest area, and then you can look at his countenance, man. This is, all cause to give the police, to be on edge. What does it say in Ecclesiasticus chapter 19? Let's read it. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 19, or also known as Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 28. Well, 29. It says, Slaki, this is Ecclesiasticus, or also known as Sirach, chapter 19, verse 29. It reads, a man may be known by his look, and one that haveth understanding by his countenance, when thou meetest him. Right. So when the officers come up to you, and we talking about this situation right here, and you looking like, I mean, come on, man. You got what could be perceived as a pooh shiesty mask on. You got, a winter coat, and you got your piece right there sitting on top of you, okay? And as we see, if further when the video further goes on, he's gonna take off his jacket and he's tatted up, man. But what does it say? Proverbs 16 and what? Let's read it. Let's get that in the book of Proverbs, chapter 16. And if I'm not mistaken, verse 7, it says, Proverbs 16 and 17. When a man's way pleases Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Right, so you see how soft words can turn away wrath, man. And here it is, you have this Jake right here, using soft words to turn away wrath, all right? Even as one could perceive him as, up to no good, okay? With like I said, with a pooh shiesty mask looking thing on his face, sunglasses, jacket with his piece sitting on him, okay? If he wasn't so able to articulate himself and use soft answers to, show that he's no threat, that he's willing to comply, this could have turned and went, it could have went left real quick. So it says, Proverbs 16 and 17, when a man's way pleases Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him, And we're using this, as a learning tool, okay? If this Jake, who, he's probably in the world, can, move about and go around and, get out of this situation. When we in a jam, how much more us, okay? So Proverbs 16 and 7, those of us that are in the truth. So Proverbs 16 and 7, when a man's way pleases Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him, okay? And this is in the midst of him, not having his tags updated, having on a jacket, look like a pooh shiesty mask, glasses with a piece sitting on top of him. And he's able to turn away that wrath with the soft answers, with just complying. Yes, sir. And that's how you diffuse the situation, okay? Because this could have easily went the other way. All right? Let's let it play again. Let's let it get back and play. While we waiting, this is this is the life you have to, worry about when you, is you're entrenched in this type of environment, okay? When you carry these type of firearms, the officers are only right to, make sure they do their due diligence and make sure that, you don't have any criminal record, okay? That's why we not carnal, man. We're not relying on this man's blessings to deliver us, okay? We understand you have some individuals that, they use firearms for self-defense, but ultimately in Jacob's trouble, we're not relying on these firearms to get us out, okay? We're not relying on these firearms to deliver us, because we know the only way we getting out of here alive, out of America, Babylon the Great, is by the way of Yahweh Shai, through the Lord showing us grace and mercy, okay?
Got me, man. This car not even supposed to be on the street. I was driving. They was gonna come tow it.
Wait, Hey, what's up, boss? Wait, so where are you? Wait.
Listen, I'm all. I know you got me, man. This car not even supposed to be on the street. I was driving. They was gonna come tow it. I'm transporting everything out of here to my other vehicle. I'm just trying to just drive it. I got another car at the dealership. You know what I mean? Because I know it's not supposed to be on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You mind if I see your face, brother?
Oh, no.
You good. So, okay, so.
Now, he could have said, no, man, I'm gonna keep my sunglasses on, and I'm gonna keep my Pooh Shiesty mask up. It's cold outside, but no, he said, no, I don't mind. And he complied with the officer, okay? So it doesn't make you, soft or, whatever if you comply with the officer, what they say, man, because at the end of it, you're trying to get home, okay? So moving in accordance, and, using a soft answer to turn away wrath, that's prudence, man. And what does it say? Proverbs 22:3, if I'm not mistaken, a prudent man foreseeth evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on, okay? So, hey, you trying to use prudence, If using a soft answer would turn away wrath, then that's what we're going to use, okay? And we're going to exercise that during Jacob's trouble, because we're going to be as pilgrims, we're going to be moving, and we may come across individuals, where we have to use prudence and use a soft answer to turn away wrath, all right? So let's let it get back, and let's let it pick up, see how it goes.
Are you transporting your gun from the range? Or?
Oh, no. Well, let me explain. So,
you got a handgun on you too.
Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you what I do. So
okay.
I'm a firearm instructor, state of Maryland, certified firearm instructor.
You got your instructor card?
I got everything. I'm gonna pull everything up for you. I'm also ex-law enforcement, current.
Where you at? Okay.
So that's why I got machine guns back there, silencers, anything you need, just let me know. But No, seriously. Listen. When I pop the trunk, you gonna be like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? But I got all my documentations in the back seat. I'll give you everything. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure y'all was like, who the hell is this guy, man? Shades on, you know what I mean? Check him out.
Okay. And you got.
I'm actually, like I said, I was dropping this off because it's not supposed to be on the road. You know what I'm saying? I was dropping.
I mean, they laughing, but deep down they nervous, man. They like, they saying in their head, don't make a false move or we gonna take you out, man. You see? But hey, a soft answer turn of away wrath. Let's pick that up again one more time in Proverbs 16 and verse 7. It says, when a man's way pleaseth Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Okay? And you seeing when you use, prudence and you use discernment, it'll put your enemies even at ease with you, okay? So this is a Jake in the world, but how much more us in the truth that knows it, okay? Because we know what's getting ready to come, okay? And we're going to have to exercise everything that we was able to acquire and learn in this mercy during this grace period, all right? So let's let it pick back up.
It off, taking everything out, and then shooting out to go do a class, actually, you know what I mean?
Okay, where your class at?
Guntree.
Oh, you going Guntree on Owens Mills.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna make sure your credentials good.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Take your time, man. Like I said, if you allow me to pop the trunk, I can give you my other credentials. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'm gonna stand by because I want to make sure.
Yes, sir.
That we're safe.
My hands here.
Yeah. Look, listen to me. You got a lot of arson, and you got a Glock on your chest.
Yes, sir.
Is the AR back there? Is that unloaded?
No, everything is loaded. Everything is loaded.
So you got a lot. Just do me a favor. Keep your hands.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep my hands like this for y'all. That's cool.
Okay. No. You find this thing on the steering wheel.
Yes, sir.
You have a loaded Glock on your chest.
Hey, sir. Listen, man. I want everybody to be safe. You know what I mean? And I could be anybody. I could be a fuking terrorist. So I get it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
So I'm waiting on another unit.
Some backup. Y'all called the backup quick, huh?
Yeah. Y'all was in the car. You see me got the car. Sarge, you want passes?
All right, so I got another unit coming down. We're just gonna make sure everything.
Man,
make sure you.
Listen,
you
I got
safe,
I got
you
a
know what I'm
mask on. I got shades on. Tenet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Guns in the back. I could be a. But like I said, once your man, you know your backup come. I got everything in the trunk. My document.
okay.
My federal documentation. You know what I mean?
So you do have a Glock here.
Yes, sir.
You have anything else on your person?
Yes, sir. I got a Glock on my chest, obviously, and I also have a SIG 365 in my appendix.
In your appendix?
Well.
Okay. Hey, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Concealed.
I mean, you hearing it, you see? And another thing about a soft answer is if you're gonna move like that, make sure you have everything in ordinance, okay? Make sure you have all the right, license and everything like that. Because, any false move, hey, that's all they need, all right? So a soft answer turneth away wrath. Make sure you got everything in ordinance, okay? Don't be out here driving dirty, man. Now this guy, his tag expired, but a soft answer turn away wrath. They was able to, just check everything out. They might have been blown by the fact that this guy is moving all this type of firearm and everything took them by surprise. Hey, they probably popped open the trunk and seen what he had and forgot all about that tag expired, man. And just said, forget it, let him go on his way. But we ultimately know, it says in St. Matthew 5:45, let's read that. St. Matthew 5, and I believe it's 45. It says, St. Matthew 5:45, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. So you see, he could show favor to whoever, okay? So this Jake, who's in the world, presumably, he can show favor to a Jake in the world, all right? So it's just all about using discernment, man. So you have to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. And soft answers turn away wrath, okay?
Yo, I ran about this.
Hey, no, actually, and that's what I do. I walk like this because this is my brand. I'm on IG 2 Guns Deep. So when you see me, you know what I mean.
Okay.
Like,
you is like Rambo, brother.
Oh man, you have no clue, man. And those are fully automatics in the back, machine guns.
For real?
Yeah, man. That's what I do, man.
Now he could have got offended by him calling him Rambo and said something that could have, sparked something else and things could have went left. Okay, but what do we read in Ecclesiasticus 28 and verse 13, if I'm not mistaken? Your mouth has the ability to put out the fire or stoke the fire, okay? So even if, the cops or you perceive the cops trying to be smart, continue a soft answer, man. Because, you already, for one, you already behind the proverbial 8 ball because your tag expired, So if they want to throw a putt shot like you look like Rambo, hey, eat it up, man. Take it, okay? Because the alternative, and they can be justified in doing it, is what? Hauling you in, driving a car without a valid tag, that's giving them probable cause, But you see how the conversation is flowing, man. He's using soft answers, soft words, okay?
So Sergeant Feast, if you stand right here, keep an eye on my man. Stay on that side right there. Stay on that side over there. Keep an eye on him. You know what I mean? Do me a favor. Just keep your hands on the steering wheel. You got me, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. All right.
Huh? No. You said, am I all right? Yeah. I forget that I walk around like this. Right. So,
Hey, the ultimate test came up, man. Sound like Eve, Hey, you gotta even keep cool. Hey, gotta keep cool even with Eve, She got that badge on. She may feel some type of way, man. But you gotta remember, man. A soft answer turn away wrath. And what does it say? What we read in Proverbs 16:7. When a man pleases the Most High, even his enemies are at ease. And that even includes Eve, the so-called, black woman, man. Long as she got that badge, you got to remember, even if she don't got that badge, she still is, for the most part, our enemy here on this side, So we got to use discernment, all right? So let's let it play.
Normally never.
Keep your hands on the wheel.
I'm normally never old, so yeah.
Just keep your hands on the wheel. Worry about you.
See, let's pick that up in Romans, man. Eve will use any kind of authority that she feel like to assert that authority over you, man. Romans, where we going to go at 13? Let's pick it up in Romans 13, and we're going to probably start at verse. See if it's verse. Romans 13, and let's see what verse 1 says. This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. So the Most High, he ordained this, okay? And if Eve, she want to run behind the badge and try to assert her authority over you, you still have to remember at the end of the day, she's supposed to allegedly be representing the badge, and the Most High, he set these people up over us, okay? And under this system, they allow Eve to, be sworn in and take the badge, So you still got to use a soft answer, and put the fire out when talking to Eve, okay? Even if she's wearing a badge. It says, verse 2, Romans 13 and 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. Right. So, if you try to outsmart or, don't comply, then, you pretty much, you can end up getting that damnation. Verse 3, for rulers are not a terror to good works. You see? So if you're doing good works, which is, trying to keep these laws, statute, commandments to the best of your abilities, repenting and, trying to walk in the ways of the Most High, you're doing good works and having the faith in our Lord and Savior, Yahushua. It says, verse 3, for rulers are not a terror to good works, okay? Understanding, if you operating in this man's system, have everything up to par, up to code, man. Now this guy, his tag was expired, but as we seeing, a soft answer is turning away this wrath. Even with Eve, because he could have, easily said, "Who you talking to?" But understanding that, hey, she's behind that badge, Though even use a soft answer towards her to de-escalate it. It says what? But to the evil will thou then not be afraid of the power. Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Right. So do that which is good, man. So, already being in the wrong by not having your tag expired and then having, a so-called black woman, Eve, because I'm just saying that from the way how she sounds, could be tempting, okay? But you got to always remember, man, hey, we got to go by what the word says, man. So verse 4 says, here it is. For he is the minister of the Most High to do, verse 4. For he is the minister of, Romans 13 and verse 4. For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. Right. So the law that the Most High set up, he's the one that gave them the power, Speaking of this sword, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and he's ministering, doing what the Most High tells him to do, okay? So even if Eve is behind the badge, she's being set up by the Most High, all right? So it says, Romans 13 and 4, for he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good, right? So if you, need him for something, somebody hit and run, or somebody, broke into your house, or somebody, he's set up for that, okay? You call the police, and they gonna come fill out a report and try to get your stuff back. It says, verse 4, but if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. Yeah, because if you on the other side, you breaking into houses, or you trying to, rob a bank or steal something, be afraid, because the Most High set them up to punish you. Okay. It says what? For he beareth not the sword in vain. Right. If you don't comply, he tell you to put your hands up and you try to reach into your pockets or something like that, and he perceive you as a threat, and he, use that sword. Hey, I mean, you got to deal with it. It says, for he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Right. So that's why it's in our best interest, we have to, go by what the laws of the land say up until they contradict what the word says. What does it say in Romans 12? Let's get it. Romans 12 and verse 18, I believe. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 18. It says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. You see? So we are ordered to live peaceably amongst all men, up until the fact it goes against what the word of the Most High says. Okay? So getting along, using a soft answer, we all about peace, man. Live peaceably amongst men as much as possible. All right? You don't always have to come out and try to be assertive, man. Sometimes it's, in your best interest to use a soft answer. Okay? Even against Eve, because, hey, she could be getting behind that badge with her arterial motives. Okay? So be mindful of all this. All right? That's why we have to use discernment. So let's let it get back to playing. Speed it up.
You walk around like that every day?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah, every day.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Every day. That's my uniform.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Once we, like I said, you it's not this that old protocol. Once we get done with this, we good. Now, I mean, I just want to make sure everybody's safe.
You're doing a good job, because I could be ordering you. This would be an audit.
I'm doing good, ain't it?
I might have to report you, but you're doing a good job. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man.
I appreciate it. Yes, sir. And I'm pretty sure you're not used to encountering individuals such as myself. You know what I mean?
No, you like Rambo.
Yeah.
You like Rambo.
Yeah.
You like Rambo.
Yeah.
You like Rambo. I ain't used to it, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what I'm going to do first, okay? You're going to get your rifle back. I'm going to take the rifle just to make sure it's safe, put it out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to get somebody. Slide up real quick. Torres.
I got it.
You got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, he's going to grab the rifle right there just to make sure it's safe. I'm going to reach in out and lock your door for my partner.
That's fine.
All right.
When you let me out, you could grab my phone for me, right?
Huh?
You could grab my phone for me, right?
Your phone?
Yeah.
You want me to grab your phone?
Yeah. Once we come out.
No. When I got you out, I'm going to have you come to me. I'm making sure you put your hands up.
Okay.
I'm going to secure your guns first, all right? Then we're going to go from there, all right?
No problem.
Okay? So I'm going to open the door first.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
You got to flick it. There you go.
All right, I want you to slide your right foot out first.
Left foot.
Left foot, my fault. Left foot. Your right foot.
You might try to give me the trick.
All right, put your hands up for me. Yes, sir. All right, so we're going to secure the first one first, all right?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to secure it. Hand it to my partner.
Yes, sir.
All right, you get everything back once you get done.
Yes, sir.
You said on your pendant?
Yeah, right there. Now, you can't, listen. The one in my appendix, right? I want you to you gotta take it all out, because it's one in the chamber, so I don't want you to shoot my joint off.
Never.
No, you good.
Never.
You have another one?
All right, any more out?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. So now everybody is safe. Okay.
State police then call you guys back.
And, it goes on, they give him his firearms back, and then he goes about, telling his viewers exactly what to do, and, they let him go. All right, so this is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, and let's read verse 4. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. It reads, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the power of the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. You see, so our weapons are spiritual, man. Although it's not against the law to carry all these type of weapons if you have everything in order, you know, we're not relying on these weapons to deliver us, okay? During Jacob's trouble or when the chariots come, okay? You're not going to be able to take all these firearms up with you into the chariots, man. So it's best to, you know, exercise your faith right now, you see? Because these weapons, these firearms, they're not going to be able to get you through Jacob's trouble if the Most High isn't dealing with you. So let's read that again. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. It reads, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, through the power to the pulling down of strongholds." Right? So by us, you know, using our faith, which is a spiritual power, we are tearing down the strongholds that this so-called white man, Esau Edom, has put up, okay? Telling us, you know, lies through his imagery, through his media, so on and so forth, okay? This is more impressive than using a firearm, okay? Not to say that this brother isn't within his rights, because, you know, under Esau Edom, you're allowed to carry these firearms, but the fact of the matter is, they're not going to deliver you during Jacob's trouble, you see? Okay, you have to be of the elect, all right? Because you can have everything plotted out or planned out for when shit hits the fan, but if you can't get to it, it's going to serve you no purpose, all right? Now, we're going to get a couple of more, and then we're going to wrap it up. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 26, and verse 52. St. Matthew 26 and 52. It says, "Then said Yahushua unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place. For all that take the sword shall perish with the sword." Right, so if you live and breathe by the sword, don't be surprised if that's the same way you go out. You see, having faith, you know, you don't have to have a sword, which is the modern day firearm, to deliver you, man. You see? Now, is it against the law for you to have it? No. Okay, but actually believing and relying on it to deliver you, that's not the case. Okay, we read that 2 Corinthians 10 and 4, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal." Okay, a firearm is carnal. Okay, using or believing in that is, you know, carnal. All right, understanding that, you know, everything is ordained from the Most High. You know, if you're going to make it out, you're going to make it out. It's not going to be because you're carrying a ship load or a boat load of firearms. No, it's because you're going to be of the elect. So let's read it again. St. Matthew 26 and 52. "Then said Yahushua unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place. For all that take the sword shall perish with the sword." So if you believe in this sword to the fact that you live by it, breathe by it, you're going to get taken out by it. Okay? Plain and simple. All right? That's why you can't put your trust, your faith in this man or his artillery. Okay? Cursed be the man that puts his trust in man and make flesh his arm. That goes into his sword. Okay? So if you think you're going to deliver yourself by, you know, having all these different types of firearms in your house, in your car, when shit hits the fan, hey, you may not be able to get to it, okay? But having this faith goes a long way, okay? It goes all the way up into the chariots, okay? This faith is a spiritual power, okay? It's a gift from the Most High, Ephesians 2 and 8. Let's get that, Ephesians chapter 2. In verse 8. This is Ephesians 2 in verse 8. It reads, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves." You see, so having all these firearms aren't going to deliver you if you don't have faith. Okay? It says, the end of verse 8, "It is the gift of the Most High." See, the carnal man, he can't receive that gift. He's too carnal, okay? And most of our people, you know, are carnal. They want to be like Esau. They see Esau with all this cool firearms and his, artillery, and they want to tap into his. They want to tap into his powers. His spiritual powers on the left hand side, which they're not spiritual, but they're carnal, and they want to get firearms and be like Esau, Edom. Man, no, Jake, we have spiritual powers on the right hand side. Okay, and faith is one. Okay, Esau, he was proven not to have faith. He sold his birthright to Jacob. Why? Because he was hungry. He didn't have faith, man. You see, faith is a spiritual gift from the Most High. Okay, Esau, Edom can't possess that. Okay, his blessing was a sword. Okay, so he doesn't have the ability to possess spiritual powers. Especially faith. All right. So let's read that again. Ephesians 2 and verse 8. And it reads, Ephesians 2 and 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith. See, so you have to have grace. You're not going to have grace if you're not of the elect. Okay. So you can have everything sought out and planned out for years on end when shit hits the fan. But if you don't have grace, it's all in vain. You can have weapons up to the roof. You can have food stored, for days. Hey, but if you don't have grace, if the Most High isn't dealing with you, all that is in vain. So Ephesians 2 and 8 says, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. See, so you're not going to be able to save yourselves, because it tells us that in Isaiah 64, if I'm not mistaken, that all our works are as filthy rags, you see. So we can't save ourselves. It's only through Yahushua. All right. That's why you have to have faith in our Lord and Savior Yahushua. Matter of fact, let me get that, because I haven't used that precept in a while in the book of Isaiah 64. I want to make sure it's right. It may be verse 2 or 6. No, Isaiah 64 and 6. It says, but we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. For thou hast hid thy face from us, and has consumed us because of our iniquities. You see, so we don't have a chance in hell if it wasn't for Yahushua. You see, all our works, even our righteous works, are as a filthy rag, man, because we went off. We sinned against the Father. He got tired of us sinning and then, making sacrifices, but going back and sinning again. So he put together a more perfect sacrifice in his only begotten Son, Yahushua, who now acts on our behalf as a mediator. Okay, so all our righteous works are as a filthy rag. There's nothing we can do that can deliver ourselves. Okay, it's Yahushua that's going to deliver us. So using these cardinal weapons, which are of Esau, isn't going to make a matter once the shit hits the fan if the Most High isn't dealing with you. Okay, so let's pick that back up in Ephesians 2 and 8, and then we'll close out. Ephesians 2 and verse 8, because this is a blessing, man, for you to have faith. Okay, Esau wish he could have faith. So Ephesians 2 and 8 said, for by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High. So it's a blessing. It's a gift if you can receive it. Okay. So let's go to 1 Peter 5 and 8, and that'll be it. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8. It reads, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Okay? And we've seen so many times that, this incident could have took place and took a left turn and, went the wrong way. Okay? We see Jake and his Atari, the police officers could have presumed him as something other than what he was. And things could have went left real quick. They could have drawn down on Jake, okay? And he could have been taken out just like that. But what? He used a soft answer to turn away wrath, okay? Your tongue have the ability to both quench the fire or to ignite the fire. And what else did we read? Proverbs 16:7. When a man pleases the Most High, even his enemies are at ease. Okay, so how much more us in the truth when a situation may arise that, those of us that following the law, statute, commandments to the best of our abilities and use discernment, how much more us in a situation that, even our enemies are going to be at ease, So we have to use spiritual discernment, and, understand how to move and operate through this man's world, man. All the way up into, our deliverance, okay? So you're going to be put in situations, to test your patience, man. You have to understand, though, a soft answer turn away wrath, okay? So, that's going to be about it, and through this lesson, I pray someone was edified, and until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.